the status quo, or the common antidote. That's the way we've always done it, is killing our state. There are systematic issues in our budget process that hamstring anyone that has an interest in acting in a responsible way with taxpayer money. It is simply unacceptable that the Budget Committee would have a mere 28 minutes to review a $10 billion budget before passing it along to the General Assembly for a vote. Our legislators should have a longer than an episode of The Office to read, reflect, and then recommend a document to the Assembly that costs each Rhode Islander almost $10,000. It is unacceptable that a campaign donor of an elected official could receive a $1 million grant for an unproven medical treatment, an act of cronyism that was only brought by the light of day by one of only a select few that had unfettered access to the budget for their own political gains. It's great that this instance was uncovered, but it leads to any rational person to think, what else is in there? What other quid pro quos are in the budget? The answer is, who knows? It is no wonder our state budget is almost double of a similarly sized populated state like New Hampshire. Are we twice as good at maintaining our roads? Are we twice as good at teaching our students? Are we twice as good as putting out fires? We spend twice as much because no one knows what we are spending our money on. The only people who do know are the ones that have something to gain from this subterfuge. In this age of information, or more accurately, misinformation, the need for transparency in our government has never been higher. Everyone should be allowed to know how their money is being spent. Our elected officials need to be held accountable to their constituents for items in our budget. A governor of Rhode Island needs to have the ability to veto line items in question without having to reject the entire budget as a whole. More importantly, our legislators need time to be able to properly evaluate what amounts to the most important piece of legislation that they pass every year. The budget is not some inconsequential homework assignment that needs to be finished before summer vacation. Our budget dictates so much of what we are able to do and not able to do as a state and as a community. It deserves to be opened up and evaluated, debated upon and negotiated, not rubber stamped on the way to the beach. Change is always hard and is always met with criticism and fear, but we already know what the status quo has gotten us. Our older residents are moving south. Our students and children are moving to Boston and New York. Our schools are crumbling. We have thousands of pensions that our cities and towns have no way to pay for. New businesses move here only when they get the red carpet treatment lined with tax credits, leaving our small businesses to pick up the tab. There are many things that need to change in our state, and our budget stands among the top of them. If we add transparency and accountability to our budget and the processes, we can start to fix other issues, which is certainly not the way we've always done it.